Hello and welcome to another live stream. Um, okay. Continuing with the series, we have the paper 3-3-1-3 right now. Let's start solving. The first question looks like it might be from differentiation. So let me just bring it to a format where I can differentiate it. That's dy by dx equals to 2 minus 24 x power minus 3. And dy by dx at x equals to minus 2. So that's 3. Yes, I know you can hear me now. Y minus y1 mx minus x1. So y equals to 5x plus 10 minus 1. 5x plus 9. Okay, that was the first question. Question number 2 says the first two terms of a geometric progression are this and that. The theta is an angle such that theta is between 0 and half 1 over 6 pi. Given that the sum to infinity of the progression is half, A is 4 sine square theta and R is 8 sine cube theta over 4 sine square theta. 2 sine theta. Sum to infinity is A over 1 minus R. That's 4 sine square theta or 1 minus 2 sine theta equals to half. That's 8 sine square theta, 1 minus 2 sine theta. Moving everything to one side, I get 8 sine square theta plus 2 sine theta minus 1. Okay, I think, factorize this. That's easy. So 4 sine theta common. I have 2 sine theta plus 1 minus 1, 2 sine theta plus 1. 2 sine theta plus 1, 4 sine theta minus 1 equals to 0. तुम सब पहुंच गए ना? Are you guys prepared for your exam tomorrow? Sine theta equals to minus half, sine theta equals to 1 over 4. I want something between 0 and 1 over 6 pi, which means that I should be working on this. Okay, where k is a rational number, so my answer should technically just be that theta is sine inverse of 1 over 4. But then why are you here wasting time? Why don't you go and study? Okay, that was question number 2. Question number 3 is given that this, find the value of the constant a. So let's move this up first. Wow, Shabir, I'm impressed. Okay, so let's plug in the limits now. Um, Okay, I think I solved this correct. Volume from uh, I solved it earlier, Osman. This should be in the live stream. $56. Let's see if that's the correct answer. Yeah, that's the correct answer. Okay, moving on. Question number 4. The first three terms in the expansion. So term number 1 is NC0 to power n minus 0. 5 minus 0 minus 3 over 2x power 0. Five C1 to power 5 minus 1 minus power 1. Term number 3. Five C2 to power 5 minus 2. 32 and 5 into 16 into minus 3 divided by 2 minus 120x. 10 into 8 into 9 divided by 4. 180. 180x square. 32 minus 120. ये मैं पढ़ तो सारी रहा हूँ तुम्हारे तुम लोगों की chat. Just not responding. I don't have time to respond during a solving stream. So November, Shabir. That's we're probably going to do it tomorrow or day after tomorrow. One minus cos square theta. Most annoying test I've ever given. That's a good description of the SAT. Okay, let me check the working on this. If I've made a calculation mistake somewhere. Okay, I think I forgot to solve this. I'm going to go back and solve this. Yeah, Shazma, I just saw that. I'm just seeing if I made an edit here. No, I haven't. So that's fine then. So quadratic minus b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac over 2a. I'm going to go back and solve the question in a bit. I'm just completing this one first. 9, 1, and minus 4. So I have cos theta equals to 0.613 and cos theta equals to minus 0.725. 7245. Okay. So I have to have cos theta from minus 180 to 180. So that's quadrant number 1. And let's say quadrant number 4 first, for the positive cycle, and quadrant number 2 and quadrant number 3 for for the other one. Both are in positive cycles right now. I'm not talking about negative cycles. Um and you have to show the quadratic formula वरना method के marks कट जाएंगे. That is what has happened in a lot of your exam. Don't you remember your normal distribution that you showed me? Okay, for that one, cos inverse of 0.725. Forty-three point five. Quadrant 2 is 180 minus 43.5. 136.5. Quadrant 3 is 180 plus 43.5. That's 223.5. Okay. I've done all 4 quadrants because I want to find out uh, the negative quadrants using these as well. So what I'm going to do is, I know that these 2 answers have to be discarded, this one has to be discarded, and this one has to be discarded. But the easy way of doing the negative range is to just take your positive answers and subtract 350 from them. So 52.2 minus 360, that gives you a negative answer. 52.2 minus 360, that gives me minus 307.8. Okay. Would that be used? No, that would be also discard. 307.8 minus 360, that would be minus 52.2. I'm going to keep that as an answer. And 136.5 minus 360. So that's 223.5 So that would also be discarded. Okay, and the last one that I have is 223.5 minus 360. That's going to give me minus 136.5. So my four answers are going to be 52.2, 136.5, minus 52.2, and minus 136.5. Okay. Nope, there's a slight calculation here because I know that this was 4, 5, so you might have a calculation difference. Um, yeah, they've taken more decimal places here, which is what I recommend as well, which is why my answers have a slight difference. Okay, so I missed this question. I don't know why, but let's see this. It says using your answer, using a suitable value, use your answer with a suitable value of x to find an approximation of 1.985 power 5. Okay, so if you notice that you have this power 3 over 2 power x is equals to 1.985 power 5. So what I want to estimate is what value of x should I be using. So 2 minus 3 over 2x equals to 1.985. Okay. And if the range is greater than 360, do we add 180 or 360? You add 360. No, you just take quadrant 1 and quadrant 2 cancels and add 360 to them. You don't need to do 540. So x is going to be 0.01 from here. So in my expansion, what am I going to do? I'm going to use 0.01. So 32 minus 120 into 0.01 plus 180 into 0.01 square. 30.8. 30.8. Is that the correct answer? Yep, this is a relatively new question. Okay, question number 6 says an arithmetic progression has first term a and common difference 2. The nth term is 55 and the sum of the first three n terms is 5760. Okay, find the values of n and a. So term number n is basically a plus n minus 1 times d. So that's 55 equals to a plus n minus 1 times 2. So a plus 2n minus 2, 55. 57 minus a is equals to 2n, and n is therefore 57 minus a divided by 2. Okay, sum of three n terms is 5760, which means that I will end up with a set of simultaneous equation. Uh, so sum of n terms is n over 2, 2a plus n minus 1 times d. So 5760, 3n over 2, 2a plus 3n minus 1 times 2. So take this and cross multiply. What's 5760 into 2? 11,520. 11,520 equals to 3n, 2a plus 6n minus 2. Okay, so then can I use this instead of n, 57 minus a over 2, and that's 2a plus 57 minus a over 2 minus 2, 11, 5, 20. And 2a plus 3 times 57. Now it's 3 times 57. I didn't do that earlier. 171. 171 minus 3a minus 2. 171 minus 3a. Can I cross multiply this 2 again? That's 11, 5, 20 into 2, 23040. 23040. 169 minus a. Okay, 3a square. 678. 5859. Very complicated numbers. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly check on my calculator how much back in the day do we have to go. You are 17 years old. 3 minus 678, 5859. 217 and 9. Yeah, so that's looking like it's working. So minus b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac over 2a. So 9 and 217 is 9 and a is 217. What was I trying to calculate? N and a. So n should be 57 minus 9 over 2 and 57 minus 217 over 2. Okay, so obviously it can't be a negative number. Oh wait, n can't be negative. N is 24. I think that should be the correct answer. 24 and 9, yeah. So discarded. Okay, question number 7. A curve is such that dy by dx is this. Find the range of values for which y decreases as x increases. So I want this to be a decreasing function, which means that I want dy by dx to be less than 0. X equals to minus 4. So x is between minus 4 and 2 over 3. Okay, again, I have to show you the quadratic formula. So minus b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac over 2a. Okay, and because it's an equality like that, so these two areas will be shaded, and that's what the answer will look like. I hope that's correct. They certainly want a method here, so you can only you have to show the quadratic formula and then come up with the final answer. Okay, but it is given that the maximum point of the curve has y coordinate 7. So dy by dx is equals to 0. Where is the maximum point? Let's find that. So 3x squared plus 10x minus 8. So minus b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac square to a. Okay, it is given that the maximum point of the curve. I don't know which one of these is maximum, so I will have to figure that out too. Dy by dx is 3x squared plus 10x minus 8. Oh, my bad. I should have shaded the bottom part. I thought I'd cancel that. I would canceling that. Okay. Double differential 6x plus 10. So 6 times minus 4 plus 10, so minus 14. This one is going to be the maximum point. So this one has the y coordinate, whatever is provided to me, minus 4 comma 27. My task here is to find the equation of the curve. The equation of the curve will be an integral, of course. So 3x squared plus 10x minus 8. That's going to be 3x cubed over 3 plus 10x squared over 2 minus 8x plus c. So y equals to x cubed plus 5x squared minus 8x plus c. 27. C is equals to minus 21. Okay, that's the correct answer. Question 3, beta question 3 तो अभी गुजर गया. Okay, question 8. The diagram shows a square ABCD where each side has a length of 12. Points E and F lie on the sides B, C, and D respectively and are such that B equals to 1/3 of BC. So that should be 4 and that should be 8 if it's a square. The arc EF is part of the circle center A. And the shaded region is bounded by the arc EF and the line segments ES and so on. Okay, radius first. It seems like the Pythagoras theorem. So r square equals to 4 square plus 12 square. If there is an integral sign beta that then you integrate first and then apply the limits. Once you've integrated, only then can you apply the limits. So r is basically root of 160. I've answered your question. There's a 10-second lag on the stream. You hear my voice after 10 seconds. Okay. Okay. So that the size of angle EAF. So I find this angle first. Let's call that angle theta. Theta is then tan inverse of 4 over 12. I can see that. So theta comes out as tan inverse of 4 divided by 12. Point 32175. So that's EAF is then pi over 2 minus 0.32175 times 2. That gives me 0.92729. So that's 0.9273. Okay, find the perimeter of the shaded region. So that's about finding the arc length. This working should be done here. I didn't realize that, but I saw that working, so I just did that here. So arc length is r theta, so 0.9273 into root of 160. $11.7295. Okay, then we have this as 8. Okay, and since these angles are the same, yeah, they've got to be the same. Yeah, so this is also 4 and this is also 12. So this is also 8 then. So perimeter is then 8 plus 8 plus 11.729. 27.7. Check if that is the correct answer. Yep, that is the correct answer. Then it says find the area of the shaded region. So what I can do is I can just find the area of square minus 2 times area of triangle minus area of sector. $74.184. I think I've done something wrong. Let me check. Okay. 21.8. Okay, I hope that's the correct answer. Yes, that's the correct answer. Moving on, we have question number 9. It says 3 points PQ and RF, coordinates this, where K is a constant. It is given that the angle PRQ is a right angle. Find the possible value of K is 10 and find the other possible value. P or Q. The gradient of PR and the gradient of QR should have a product of -1. Okay, m1 into m2 equals to -1, like you do in perpendicular lines. So k minus 5 times k minus 1, 15 times -3, k minus 5 and k minus 1 equals to 45. So k square minus k minus 5k plus 5 minus 45 equals to 0. K square minus 6k minus 40 equals to 0. 4 and 10, so k square minus 10k plus 4k minus 40 equals to 0. K equals to 10 and k equals to -4. So I think that suffices, and I can say that I've done both things. I just want to see one thing in the marking scheme. If they've asked you to prove something, no, I think that's fine. That's good enough working. It is now given that k equals to 10. A circle passes through the points P, Q, and R. Find the equation of the tangent to the circle at R. So if a circle looks like this, minus 13, 5, 5, 1. Two comma 10. Okay, then so I've drawn it that way. It's going to look like as if it's okay. Let's keep it that way so that I can draw a tangent. Then I haven't drawn the exact numbers, so I don't know. Okay, so the tangent is going to pass something like this, and I want to find the gradient of the tangent. Okay, so the center of the circle is going to be the midpoint of PQ. That's the property of the circle that you need to know. -3 plus 5 divided by 2 and 5 plus 1 divided by 2. So I get -13 plus 5. This is going to be the midpoint. Okay. Um, -13 plus 5 is -8 over 2 and 6 over 2. So that's -4 comma 3. Okay. I will also have to find um, the gradient of MR then. 3 minus 10 over -4 minus 2. That's -7 over -6. That's 7 over 6. We take a perpendicular on that. Y minus y1. Mx minus x1. So perpendicular. Sorry, y minus 10. Not the midpoint. X minus 2. 7y minus 70 equals to -6x plus 12. 7y plus 6x minus 82 equals to 0. I think that should be the correct answer. Yep. Okay, that is the correct answer. Moving on to question number 10. I want to find the stationary points on this one. Dy by dx minus 9, 2x minus 5, minus 2. Yeah, we're differentiating into 2, plus 2 minus 0. So minus 18 over 2x minus 5 whole square plus 2. 18 over 2x minus 5 whole square. Okay, so y equals to 9 over 8 minus 5 plus 8 minus 2 minus 5. It's 2 minus 5 and 2 minus 5. So 4 comma 6 and minus 2 comma 1. I hope those are the correct answers. No, there's something wrong. Fact, no. Yeah, there is something wrong. Let's check. There are some calculation errors here, I think. Yeah, 1 comma minus 6. Determine the nature of each of these stationary points. So you double differentiate. So dy by dx is minus 18 72 2 times 4 minus 5 power minus 3. That's positive. Therefore, minimum. And it's the other one, 1, right? 72 2 times 1 minus 5 power minus 3. Minus 72 or 27. So x equals to 1 is maximum. Yeah. Okay. Part C. And then we have question number 11 as well. Part C says the curve C is transformed to the curve C1. The curve C. Y equals to 9 over 2x minus 5 plus 2x minus 5. Using a translation followed by a reflection in the x-axis, state the coordinates of the maximum point of C1. What were the coordinates of the maximum point? 1 comma minus 6. So let's translate that first. 1 comma minus 6 should become 1 minus 3 will give me minus 2, and minus 6 plus 7 will give me 1. And then I want to reflect it in the x-axis, which means that the y coordinate will shift. If it's positive, it becomes negative. So I have minus 2 comma minus 1. Okay, I hope that is the correct answer. Uh, no. Oh, what have I done wrong? Let me see. One is this. Okay. Let me check then. What was the maximum point? The maximum point was 1 comma minus 6, right? Comma minus 13. Okay, my bad. Uh, the minimum point will become the maximum point, so you have to calculate both points. So the other one is 4 comma 6. Yeah, okay. That's what I was wondering, that I had missed out on the point. So 1 and 13, and then you switch the coordinates, so this becomes 1 comma minus 13. Okay. Remember that when a reflection happens and you have points that this is a max right now and that is a minimum right now, they will switch to being minimum and maximum in the opposite way then. So that is the correct answer for this. Find the equation of this. So basically what I have to do is I have to do x plus 3 plus 7. So let's do that first. And then I'm going to do minus f of x later on. So that's going to be 9, 2 times x plus 3 minus 5 plus 2 times x plus 3 minus 5 and then plus 7 here. So 9 2x plus 1 plus 2x plus 13 minus 5 is 8. Okay, and then I put a negative with all of this. So the curve is going to be minus 9 over 2x plus 1 minus 2x minus 8. I think that should be the correct answer. Yeah, that should be the correct answer. Last question for this paper. It says the function f is defined by this, where is the constant, the function g is defined by this. Given that the range of f is f of x is greater than or equals to minus 33. Find the possible values of a. So the range of a quadratic function is defined using its turning point. So I'm going to find the turning point, minus b over 2a, which is minus 4a over 2 times 1 minus 2a. F of minus 2a is minus 2a square, 4a minus 2a plus 4a square minus 8a square plus a, minus 4a square plus a is greater than or equals to minus 33. Okay, that because the range of a quadratic has to be greater than its turning point. I think I'm solving it right. I think I need to see the factors. So 4a minus 3 plus 11a minus 3. A minus 3, 4a plus 11. Less than or equals to 0. A minus 3 is, it gives me a equals to 3 and a equals to minus 11 over 4. I'm looking for the shaded area that's here. So a is between minus 11 over 4 and 3. I think it has to be equals to as well because the question says so. Okay. Question is asking me something different. Find the possible values of a. Oh, the y coordinate of the turning point has to be equals to, right? I don't have to do all of this. My bad. Okay. Because the range, whatever the value of a will give you the range then. So that's one of the possible values of a. Okay, then we have given instead that fgg of 0 is equals to 96. Find the value of a. fgg. Okay, so I have to first, I have g inverse x. It's cube root of 2x minus 4. So y cube root of 2x minus 4. Y cubed equals to 2x minus 4. Y cubed plus 4 equals to 2x. And then g of x is going to be y cubed over 4 plus 4 over 2. G of 0 is simply g of 0, which is 4 over 2, that's 2. That's another g of 2. So 2 cubed plus 4 over 2, 12 over 2, which is 6. F of 6 is like 96. What is f of 6? X squared plus 4a. X squared plus 4ax plus a equals to 96. That's 6 squared plus 4a times 6 plus a equals to 96. 36 plus 24a plus a equals to 96. 25a equals to 96 minus 36. That's 60. A is equals to 60 over 25. That's an awkward answer, but let's see if that's correct. Yeah, that is correct. That brings us to the end of the exam, I think. Thank you for watching.